Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in, because in this video we are going to take a close look at the AYN Odin. Okay, a part of me feels not like really excited because I know this product is very difficult to find. I'm just going to be honest, I wasn't even looking for it. Here on my local marketplace there was a fellow collector of Handhelds basically give me the option to make a review, because he sold me basically this for the normal price he paid for it. So I was super excited to get it. It was living nearby so I can just locally pick it up. And the reason I wanted to check it out for myself, not because of the Odin hype train, absolutely not. I just wanted to see what are we going to get inside of the package and what is this product all about. What is this such a great high quality product? So we do get like the full package, including freaking 2 chargers. One normal charger, another one is going to be a fast charger, what I understand of this. At first I was thinking, what the hell is this tiny white box, but opening it up I realized it is just the earbuds that we're going to get. I'm just going to be honest, like I'm not going to use these. They're like the Apple kind of clone version. I don't like it because they don't fit. Yeah. They don't fit very nicely in my ears, let's put it that way. And yeah, it's pretty damn cool to give you this, but it's more like something you get in the deluxe kit. The kit also includes all of the cables that are needed for the docking and of course charging. We're going to get ourselves some double type C, we're going to get USB to type C, and I also get ourselves like an HDMI to HDMI mini for connecting the device to your television. But here we do have like the Odin, we're going to take a close look at it later. The Odin comes with the Odin handheld partner or the docking station, and we're also going to get ourselves a carrier case. And when opening up, even there we're going to get ourselves like even some extra goodies. Here we're going to get the protection case and even a screen protector. So there's a lot of stuff that we're going to get. The moment of truth, let's take a close look at the Odin. The handheld itself, I just want to do this unboxing experience together with you. And I must say that the Odin, man, the box itself, it's a very cool way to present the product. You can see we do have different models. We do have the Lite, the Base and the Pro. This is the Pro version with 8 GB of RAM, 256 GB of storage, and it's the white color. Personally, at first I want to have the black version, but I'm very glad it's the white one, because the white one looks absolutely amazing. But later on we're still going to talk about the specifications. Alright, so let's do a quick unboxing of the Odin itself. So the way they picked it up is absolutely very nice. That's just a way of a great presentation. So the Odin itself comes with this piece of foam that we have seen before with the Anbenic handhelds. First impression, this thing feels quite nice when it comes to the form factor and the weight. So here we do have like the manual itself. It's not really a toilet paper manual this time. We're going to get ourselves a very nice long high quality cable, so I'm going to leave it in there. Alright, so the handheld itself, yeah, so what's the fuss with this thing? So I'm really going to tell you, like, I really love the look. The display, it's absolutely gigantic. It comes with very nice, good quality joystick. I did notice there were some problems with joysticks back in the day. I don't know if mine is going to be having this, but I know that was with the first generation. So overall, when you're holding it in my hand, it feels very comfortable. Let's take a close look at the weight. This thing weighs 375 grams. Alright, so when you're looking at the device itself, it's absolutely interesting. But let's power it on. I just wanted to show you this, because when you're powering it on, there are some interesting things that we're going to see when you're booting it up for the first time. So you're going to be like introduced by the AYN Odin welcome screen. Here we need to check out the language, we need to connect with the internet. You can skip this option if you want to, but it's more like easier to do to implement the internet option. Another cool feature is though this thing comes packed with the Odin launcher. So with the Odin launcher you do have like a basic interface. It's way easier to navigate. For example, if you want to use the HDMI console functionalities. So that's one of those ways you can basically like set it all up. So we do get like a lot of information and everything has been set up now. And that's it. So we're ready to go. Here you can see everything has been implemented and now we can set it up. And that is what we're going to do in the upcoming hours. After setting everything up, I spent a lot of hours doing this. I must say that I was quite surprised, and I understand why the hype is all around with this AYN Odin. So first of all, I was very happy to find the white version. I personally normally like buy black handhelds, but this particular white version in combination with the, let's say, the white joysticks and the white buttons, it looks pretty damn good. But okay, so when you're looking at the Android part, that is something I think is really cool with the Odin. And I completely also understand people really like it. So when it comes to the high-end emulators, think about the Dolphin, PlayStation 1 and PlayStation Portable, we do get amazing performance. Maybe now you can hear on the background the fan is spinning like crazy, and the reason is very simple. When you're going to get into the menu, you can basically change this out. So for example, we can put it on smart, so it will spin up when you're going to play some games, or you can just shut it down. The funny thing is, like, mine was shut down from the beginning, or yeah, that's absolutely not a good idea, especially when you want to play some games. Quiet is great, but most of the time I'm just going to put it on sport, because if you're going to play some emulation, the CPU, GPU is going to be overclocked. Oh man, you need to have the cooling. Okay, so what we're going to get on the bottom part is the Type-C connection, headphone jack, and we're going to get 2 speakers, and that makes an amazing stereo sound. And we'll give you like a quick example. Another thing I really liked, at the back we do get like these 2 additional buttons that you can map. And what I like about these, when you're holding the AYN Odin in your hands, you can reach them fairly easy. Sometimes I must say, like, I do forget them if I don't map them, but it's quite interesting to see like how it just works out. So I also have like a very interesting form factor, where a lot of, let's say, we have slim handhelds. I think the Powkiddy does have like this kind of a shape, and what I love about these 2 bumps at the side, it gives such a like convenient way to play and very comfortable for a very long time. Also, the shoulder buttons, they have placed them very well. I have seen this, as I say, setup in the past with different handhelds. We do get the micro switch over here, and here we're going to get yourself like more like a membrane, like this trigger. I really like it. Also, when you're holding it in combination with the bumps here at the side, it just gives you like a very comfortable way to play, and also reach the freaking like buttons and shoulder buttons are fairly easy. So we do have like the A, B, X, Y. I must say, like, when you're looking at them, they do get a very long travel, but they're not like in a bad way. Do have like 2 joysticks like the Nintendo Switch, when I click, select start, and the D-pad is absolutely great. It's a little bit tinier than my typical, let's say, D-pad, but I must say that I really like them. So when you're looking overall at the quality, it's very nice. And also we do have like this cover over here where we can put even an SD card. We have the mini HDMI, like a Raspberry Pi 4 I think it was. And then we do get the exhaust fan out, volume control. I love it when you add a physical volume control. And even we do have like some amazing light up features. So let's show you that, because that looks pretty damn cool. Let's go to the drop down menu to easy access. And we're pressing here, you can see the LED function. I personally like it. It will drain a little bit more energy from your battery, so your lifespan of the battery is not going to be like the same like normal. But I think it's pretty damn cool. My camera didn't want to focus, but you're getting the point. An awesome feature. Okay, so when it comes to the audio quality, what I like about placing the speakers over here, when you're holding it like this, you do get such better effect. But the only thing I did notice when I'm listening to my like Moq i7S, it sounds great like the audio quality, but it doesn't like gives like a big punch, you know, like it doesn't have like a big boost, and that is a little bit of a bummer. So for the mid and high, it's absolutely great, but for a little bit bass, you're missing it out. But again, and overall the quality of the audio is pretty damn good. Here it goes. Okay guys, so when you're looking at the specification list, it's quite an interesting list. It's not, let's say, the latest and also like the most best specs out there, but when you're looking at the Android in combination with what you're going to do with it, that's quite interesting. But the question remains, when you're having something like this with something like an interesting spec list, is it something that you're going to need? Another feature I really like about the Odin itself is the software part. For example, when you slide over here from the right to the left, you can see we do have like so many freaking options. So you have like emulators that don't have, like, say, an input option. You can also use the key adapter. So when you have basically the key adapter activated with the screen mapping, you can just basically set everything like it should be, and you can just basically map your physical buttons to your on-screen buttons. You know, like stuff like that's absolutely amazing. We have seen it before, so it's not like something absolutely brand new, but it's just pretty damn cool. So you can even see like how hot your temperature is of your device in combination with the FPS that the game is running on. Here you can even have options like going live. You know, like a lot of cool things, a lot of awesome, let's say, neat features. But let's go back into the emulation, or let's take a close look at it more. Alright, so let's take a close look at another option I really like. So there was no way of adding, let's say, a button, or it's not really convenient to add a button to the mapping of the menu. So what you can do is like slide from the left to the right. I need to do it twice for activating it. Here you can see we're going into the settings. You can mess around with the setting of the PPSSPP. And yeah, there are like quite interesting things. Though this game is even running on 3 times the PSP resolution. So let's load up the game over here. And we can just play. Super easy, super convenient. And when it comes to PlayStation Portable, this thing is absolutely cool. You know, like, it's so interesting to see that this thing runs very well. Alright, so let's take a close look at Dreamcast, something we can play on many handhelds, but now we do have like higher resolutions. What I personally really love about this handheld, besides that it feels very comfortable. The D-pad, I wish it was placed over here, but okay, I can forgive them this time for it. But you can just feel the D-pad is super responsive. It's clicky, it's kind of weird to play with at the beginning, but when you get used to it. So that's absolutely great, like, piece of, let's say, hardware, and it runs amazing. So that's basically what we're going to get with an Odin. It's just on high resolutions, you can play your same games. But is it worth it? That is something you need to decide for yourself. And this is where basically the Odin shines the most in my opinion. Where we do have like so many handhelds that doesn't even run God of War, or you need to have frame skipping and all kinds of mumbo jumbo. This seems to be working pretty damn good. Alright, so I just wanted to show you some old school Sega Saturn. So we do have so many issues when it comes to a lot of these devices. I must say the cheaper devices are getting better nowadays. Trying to search my buttons over here, but on a device like this it runs very well. Do seem some glitches, but I think it's maybe fixable. Alright, so when we're going to get into the N64, there we're going to get so much more better performance. Where we have like most of the time with cheaper devices, with just let's say native resolution, we can play on higher resolutions on an Odin. And that's I think what we're going to get the biggest difference. And of course the games that don't play very well, in combination with the right emulator, we do get so much better performance. Oh, there it is. I was searching my freaking like button for using my power-ups. So where we do have like a lot of like say more demanding systems run way better than with your typical handheld on higher resolutions. The same also implements for the PlayStation 1. So I must say that when you're looking at this on high resolution, it runs very well. But again, like, is the question like, do you really care about those higher resolutions? I know a lot of people want to play just from PlayStation 1, and there are like so many handhelds that can do so on native resolution. And if you think that looks just fine, I think buying an Odin for PlayStation 1, for example, is not really a very interesting idea. But here you can see, even on high resolutions, it runs way better. It does dips down here and there, but I think it's not really noticeable when actually playing the game. Okay, the first test I wanted to do is some GameCube with 0GX, because it's not only like the ultimate game to test, it's also my favorite game actually to play on the GameCube. But with the original Dolphin emulator, we're not going to get an amazing performance. You can implement some hacks to get it working a little bit better. But the overall experience with the original Dolphin emulator, it's not great. You can see like it has like a shitload of slowdowns. Now we're going to look into the different emulator of those on the MMGR. I'm saying it correctly. You're just going to get so much better performance. You can see in combination with the Odin, you do get some amazing, great experience with F-Zero GX. It still takes stutter here and there a little bit, but in my opinion, it's just way better playable. So next up is PlayStation 2. So what I understand of the Aether SCX2 is that not every single game has some perfect support. So I just wanted to show you what happens when we're going to boot up Tekken 2, or I'm sorry, Tekken 4. So having a break right here. And of course a lot of games are maybe not having this great support as it is with Tekken 4. You can see like it's starting to dip down. That's the reason I kept playing. So with the AYN, you also do have the option to order yourself a handheld partner, or better said, a docking station. And it gives it more the same idea like the Nintendo Switch. So let's do a quick unboxing and let's see how this thing actually works. But okay, so I just want to do a quick overview of the device itself, or the docking station, and just tell you the pros and cons to it, because there are some things I really don't like, but also there are a lot of things I do like about it. But let's talk about the negative things, because those are really concerning. Okay, so the idea is pretty damn cool. You can just plug it in like your Nintendo Switch, for example. Then we do a plug-in and docking station and just play some games. But there was one particular thing I don't like. So I don't know if you can hear it on the microphone, but I'm having my fan to the maximum, the sport mode. And the reason why is because I want to have the optimal cooling. But yeah, you can see like it does have some space over here to basically get the fresh air in, to have it like pushed out to the exhaust over here. If this is going to be the most optimal way, you can just hear that basically by pulling it out of the docking, that it will like have more, let's say, air to suck in. So it does have some resistance when it has been put in the docking station. Another really cool neat feature what you can see over here. So normally having this connection sticked out, you do have like some issues maybe, or you can need to be very careful, and they basically find a solution for it. So when you're basically like sliding the device in, it slides also this piece of plastic in, like a button. I think that's a pretty damn cool thing they did over there. At the top we're going to find ourselves the first connection, that is a mini HDMI. At the front we're going to get two connections for the N64 to make it more like a retro system, pretty damn cool, and also going to get 3.0 USB ports. If I'm saying it correctly, at the left side we're going to get ourselves the GameCube port, but also the 1080p HDMI port out. At the back we're going to get the input for the Type-C for the powering and the charging of the system, HDMI out. I understand this was the 4K version, 3 freaking USB ports for controllers and an RJ45 for the internet. And at the right side we're going to get another GameCube port, and that is for Player 2. Alright, so the docking station has been plugged in, and you needed to do a reboot if your device already has been powered on. When powered on, we can navigate through the system with a controller, for example. But let's try some games and let's see how the experience is. Absolutely, it would be so much better is that we do have like some front end installed. Didn't have it like ready to set up, but you can see that you can navigate through here. So you can just basically start your games. For my case, I'm going to try out some Red Dream and let's play some fighting games just for fun, and let's see how it works out. I didn't really set up anything. I just basically plugged in the device, and with the Red Dream it works like a charm. So for the volume you can change it over here on the system itself if you want to. You can also go to your television, of course. Come on. And here you can see like it works like a charm. In this case we do have the same thing going on when you have like a Nintendo Switch. You can just plug it in your television and we'd have like an amazing experience. Pretty damn cool if you ask me. I understand why people wanted to have the AYN Odin. It's very simple because I really love the looks of the device, the way how it plays, but also the possibilities for emulation, but also other features, because it just runs on Android, comes with the Play Store and just have everything that you're going to need. It's not like the superb handheld that plays everything. We do have like some limitations here and there. Unfortunate when making these videos, they are like having a lot of problems delivery and they keep releasing new handhelds from all kinds of companies. So in this jungle of handheld, it's the question, when you're watching this video, is this thing worth still picking up? Of course, depending on how much you pay for it and when you're picking it up. But I thank you for watching, consider subscribing, hit that little bell, become on the Wicked family, and it will be great to see you in the next video.